Alrighty, Eric. So you got something to say?
I do. This is following up on last week's Agatha All Along, and
Episode 7?
yeah,
Yes.
the end of the Salem 7 with
Really sticks in his craw because at the end of the episode, you said,
yeah. What was the first thing I said? What the fuck? And what I meant by that was that's all we get from the Salem 7. That's it.
"That's it."
After all the build up and everything else, and really.
That these are the menace that's chasing them on the Witch's Road, and oh golly gee, we got to get away from them.
And really the Salem 7's presence in the comic. I mean, it would have been nice to have gotten to know them a little bit. Even if they were just going to kill them off, it would have been nice to have something, even a whole episode, just devoted to just them. And
their origin story.
Some backstory on them, but also their
different
drive
powers
to get to Agatha, and the different powers and abilities that they each had,
because they are not all these NPC clones like they showed in the TV show. In the comic, they were actually something, so they were not even close to comic book accurate.
No, they're all individually different, and
kind of remind me of Jack Kirby's Satan 6.
Yeah, and even still, it just, even if they wanted to take liberties, which they've done many times, so might, I mean, some of them are better than others,
and all gender swap them, so they're all females.
You know, they could have still taken some time to let us get to know them, who they were, what their
real beef
with Agatha was. I mean, they did make it clear that, you know, but
tangential, easy, just like
very superficially.
Yeah. You mean character development?
Just
any development, anything other than a name drop, because it seems like to me, it seems like the Salem 7 were the boogeyman, and it was another name drop.
Yeah.
Yes, the other name drop,
like Mephisto almost.
Yeah.
But I mean, here they were present in the series, and
they didn't feel. I didn't feel that they were present. They were just. They were just out there. Oh golly gee, you know.
I thought, you know, I don't know. I just feel like there was a missed opportunity to
you feel cheated.
Kind of get to know them a little bit at least, and again maybe how they were able to track Agatha down to Eastview, and what their real agenda was in catching up with her,
especially on the Witch's Road.
Clearly, it was for vengeance. But it wasn't very clear,
like what they were going to do once they got a hold of her.
That they had been out there for 400 years, and this is the closest they've come to actually catching up with Agatha. Would have been nice to have some kind of something along that line,
or make you like care or concern about these characters. Like maybe they're these bad people because they're after the heroine of the show, but. At least,
well, I mean, they were antagonists, but they could have been
sympathetic.
Sympathetic, yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh! Right.
And then when they all ended up, even the fact that they all died like they did, which I thought was cheap.
Cop out, a complete cop out. There was no, and like what I was saying.
But if we knew who they were, it would have mattered to us a little bit more that they were cut short like they were.
And it would have made their death actually a little more interesting than, she just flips a card. You know, her flipping the card could have actually, like, oh, shit. You know, kind of, whoa, kind of thing, instead of, oh, all right, then that's how they're dying.
Right.
And, you know, maybe if they had some fights along the road or actually in Eastview before, whatever the hell it's called, Eastview, Westview, Witches of Eastwick, who cares? At least, you know, before they get to the portal, you know, doing something.
Just fight them off.
You know, tooth and nail, like Jesus, yeah.
To open the door, to get
through the door,
to get to the road,
and then that would make the fact that they were able to get through the door, and instead of we left it open.
Oh no, it would have really, added something to them leaving the door open because they were barely able to get away from him as it was. Which is kind of how it was portrayed, but it could have been a little bit more dynamic.
Yes, a little bit.
It could have been substantially more dynamic.
Yes. any kind of dynamic.
So,
you know?
I am really taking particular issue with the whole treatment of the Salem 7 in the series overall.
Plus, once you looked them up, once you did a Google,
Yeah, because I wasn't really well versed or familiar with the Salem 7 in the comics, and I out of curiosity, wanted to go find out where it all started and what their presence in the Marvel universe of the comics was. And I understand that sometimes it's not the same as it is in the cinematic universe. They're not, but
make an attempt, because it feels kind of the show to me feels cheap, shoddy, and thrown together. Hurry up, get it done. And this is just another example in my thesis of the show is shit. And I'm glad that you have this, like, what the fuck about it, because I've had the what the fuck about it since the first episode. Episode 6 and 7 were the only ones that were slightly interesting.
It just seems to me, and I mean, this is just me, and I am the comic book fan from hell, and nobody ever dies in the comics for a reason. They have to leave it open-ended to bring them back, because it is what it is. And the deaths in the MCU have been more, by and large, pretty significant.
Right?
I mean, when Killmonger killed Claw, that was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. And even Killmonger dying, that was kind of a big deal, you know. You won't be seeing him again unless it's through the multiverse, you know.
Yeah.
Or like the What If, which I did like the Killmonger What If episode. I did, where he saved Tony Stark and things were different. But no, back to the 7 though. I mean, they didn't have to just
fob them off like NPCs.
Yeah, and because clearly Agatha's going to still be around for some future use in the MCU. Who knows where
Jesus.
We'll see her again.
Oh no.
But if the 7 were still out there, it would at least have an adversary out there that we got to know in the series, that we don't have to be introduced to some new adversary that we've never heard of. Anyway, I don't know, man.
And for me, it makes even her appearance in WandaVision like even more suspect, because I'm like, wait, what are you doing hanging around here? And if you have the Book of Darkhold, what the hell are you doing, dicking with the Scarlet Witch? I know she wasn't the Scarlet Witch then, but still,
no.
It's just like you got these, and if you had these people that have been hunting you for 400 years, that's called a vendetta. That's not just, oh well, you know, they shortchanged me here or there, but that's a vendetta. Bitch, you would be on the move all the time, or you would be secured and somewhere, and maybe she was in Westview, but it was never conveyed that way.
I would think that if nothing else, her presence in Westview could have been masked by the Hex, so that the 7 really couldn't detect her there.
But we're writing for him again.
No, but yeah. I'd buy that. And then when the Hex was lifted and she was under the spell, she wouldn't have been detected, because she wasn't actively using her powers, and she wasn't really herself in her own right mind. And once the spell was lifted, then they found her. That could have been made more clear.
I don't think it was even.
It wasn't made clear at all. No, they just all of a sudden just showed up.
Yeah. So, anyway,
you know, I mean, I'm sorry, I might overthink a lot of this stuff, and I might be kind of anal here and there, but I mean, god damn it.
Because he has been a cheerleader for Agatha, and I have just been like, nope.
No, I haven't really hated it, and I'm just
disappointed.
I have this particular issue with how they treated the Salem 7. That is my issue. Doesn't have to be everybody else's. I just can't help it. I just need to express that I felt shortchanged.
Well, I felt shortchanged for the whole damn season, but that's another story. Anyway, tell us what you think. Do you agree with Eric? Do you agree with me? Do you think we're both nuts? Tell us what you think. See you on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe.